Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk-In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of February 26th through March 4th, 2023. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel, which, by the way, is the sequel to my other award-winning #1 Amazon International best-selling book, One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness. I'd like to welcome back my loyal subscribers, my followers. It's lovely to be in your energies again, and thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing, recommending these YouTube videos. And if you're new to the Claire Candy Hoff YouTube channel, let me share a little bit about myself. Through my full-time business, Angel Healing House, which I created 20 years ago in 2003. I am a Reiki master teacher, having taught hundreds and hundreds of Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world, either in my beautiful office here in Santa Monica, California, or online. And I am also a clairvoyant psychic tarot card reader. I also do past life clearings and ancestral healings, as well as those wonderful transformative Reiki energy sessions that recharge and re-energize and rebalance the body. And that can be done either in my office or it can be done through distant healing online. So if you'd like to book any of my services or find out more information, I'd love to speak with you. Please phone me at Angel Healing House on 831-277-3716, and that is Pacific Standard Time, or else you can go to my website, which is www.angelhealinghouse.com. I'd like to thank everyone who have made donations to my PayPal account for my free content. If you've enjoyed watching these YouTube videos and if you'd like to donate, I've left my PayPal link in the description box down below, along with all my contact details. Now here on Walk-In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we do choose runes. We choose tarot cards and oracle cards to receive extra messages for the upcoming week from my angelic family, and we are known as the Posse of Angels. But we always firstly check into the astrological heavens to see how the planetary energies will be affecting all of us. Well, on February 18th, with the sun moving into the last sign on the zodiacal wheel before it starts a new cycle with Aries season, we can work with this deep emotional water sign of Pisces. And we do this by allowing our minds to wander, to visualize and to imagine. By doing so, it opens us up to activate a dream, activate a wish, or a goal to becoming a reality. The Posse of Angels is suggesting that by being brave enough to believe in your dreams manifesting, and of course, if we take the steps to make that happen, all our dreams will come to us in abundance. Depending on our astrological sign, working with Pisces energies may take some extra work. So here we go. If you're an air sign, if you're a Libra, a Gemini, or Aquarius, you're excellent at approaching life mainly through your intellect and not by your emotions. So it may be a little bit more tricky to just give way to your emotions and allow yourself to wander and visualize and imagine. And if you're an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, you approach life mainly from a very grounded, practical point of view with little wiggle room for daydreaming. So allow yourself to just let go of the practical and imagine. Now, if you're a fire sign, a Sagittarius, a Leo, and an Aries, your approach to life is usually doing, producing, and more doing. So it would be best to follow the water signs of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio to really feel your way through these next 3 weeks, to allow ourselves to gravitate towards what really feels good in our dreams, in our hearts, and for us to really own it and believe as if it's already our reality. Working with this Pisces energy is certainly not about intellect and logic. It's not about doing. It's not about figuring life out as to what we have to practically accomplish or how much money we need to fulfill a dream. It's about feeling good. That's the bottom line. And when it comes to our dreams, well, the subconscious mind simply cannot distinguish between reality and fantasy. So go ahead, dream big, dream grander than you have ever dreamed before. If we could ask Pisces energy to speak, it would tell us, please listen to your heart and your desires and imagination. Follow your unbridled joy. Pisces is giving us time to make a list of actionable steps to make our dreams come true. Now remember, if you are dreaming about moving, perhaps you can start packing. Not packing up those things that you use every day, but packing up those things that you can do without. This shows the universe that you are really dead set on moving. If you want to move to a sunnier location, visualize yourself unpacking boxes of summer clothes in your new home. And perhaps you can visualize the sunshine streaming in. Perhaps invest in a new summer dress, and when you put it on, visualize yourself wearing the dress with a sun hat while strolling along a beach. Feel the warmer breeze on your face. Add to it by dipping your toes in the refreshing water of the ocean, perhaps cooling down with an ice cream as you sit on the sand and watch the waves rhythmically dance against the shoreline. Personally, I always add seeing dolphins surfing in the waves. Above all, during the rest of this Pisces season, which will take us to about March 20th, 21st, use your imaginations. Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. If we are not living the life of our dreams, it just means that we need to put more of our focus and more of our attention on doing something that we've never done before, and visualize ourselves doing it to manifest it into our reality. Claim it as already being yours, and that vibration brings it in. With last week's radio program, Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio, which, by the way, has been on the air for 12 years, the Posse of Angels and I bring forth channeled messages on topics, and then we take callers from around the world for free mini angel readings. That always airs on Thursday. That weekly show, Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio, airs every week on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But on last week's radio show, I mentioned about the emergence of new leaders on our planet. And it made me think back to my 20 years as a healing practitioner at Angel Healing House. And I've seen so many clients who are so passionate about their desire to make a difference in the world, but quite often they are disheartened and share with me that they are but one person, and they say, how can I possibly make any difference with all the vast problems of the world? I then inquire if there were no blocks and there were no obstacles in their life, how would they like to help? Well, many of them say that they want to fund projects to help humanity, yet they do not have the money. And while this goal is very honorable, the Posse of Angels wants to remind us all that our desire that we have so deep inside of us to impact the world is not dependent on anything outside of ourselves, and nor is it reliant on the amount of money that we have. Because the world is in every one of us, and as such we hold a special key to unlock all kinds of infinite doors of possibilities, but only if we allow ourselves to tap into the greatness of our divine eternal nature in order to make a difference. If we could only see the results of our thoughts, our words, and the feelings that we keep replaying in our hearts, we would be astounded at their direct and their indirect effect on the peace, health, and harmony of our world. Now, although my angelic family, the Posse of Angels, doesn't understand the concept of money as abundance, as we know that everything comes from God and not money, we do understand how people have been programmed. They've been programmed to belittle their gifts of things like concern, kindness, generosity, and love when compared to someone who has the ability to give millions of dollars to organizations. And while we can readily see the results of that money in the form of things like houses, clean water, and safe schools, we may not always be able to see where the richness of our gifts of things like benevolence and compassion go to fund an investment in another person's life. Now, the Posse of Angels and I are reminding everyone that what you do truly does matter, and the love and the caring that you put into what you do is even more important than the action itself. By holding the belief that you have the ability to design a whole universe that is overflowing with love, one in which truth is told, justice is carried out, and nothing is hidden, then the reflection of those beliefs will become your reality. Now, the Posse of Angels wants to remind us all that there are as many realities on the planet as there are people in the world. By honoring your ability to make a difference in the world and holding on to this belief, then eventually you'll create a beautiful reality for yourself and others. And for those who wish and ask and plead and beg and cry to be anywhere else but where they are, in this present moment, the Posse of Angels is reminding all of us that our divine soul is so very, very clever and all-knowing that it chose our exact time, our exact place, and our exact location to be of greatest help and best service to our soul's journey, to others, and to the planet. So grow where you are planted, for you're not there by happen chance. Look around your own doorstep to see the things in your home, your family, your neighborhood, your community, and city where you can aid in your own special and very unique way. Wherever you are, you can be the hand of God. You can be the voice of God. You can be the kindness and the gentle acts to help people remember how important they truly are and that they are not forgotten. These acts are just as, and perhaps even more important than the millions of dollars that people give to charities, and the Posse of Angels are reminding us that so often the money that is given to these charities never get to the people that need the assistance the most. By comparison, the seemingly small investment that we make with our time, our effort, our love, our compassion, our caring to others will make such a difference and have such a ripple effect that will be far, far more reaching than we ever could possibly imagine. So let's go to the runes and see what came out today. When I dipped my hand into my rune bag, I usually only pick one, but 2 runes came out for today. The first rune that came out was this one. And this is the rune of Otila. And Otila is the rune of separation. It's through the energy and action of separating from someone or something that we receive an inheritance of some sort. The posse of angels and I have been speaking about for the past months how we are, the conscious collective is going through a radical severance of anything that no longer resonates and is in alignment with who we have now become. This is because we can no longer be in those disparate energies of things that do not honor and respect us. That means separating from jobs. That means separating from careers that no longer honor us. That means separating from relationships, perhaps where we live. All of these things is getting us ready to step up onto a very brand new path as we go into this new zodiacal cycle. We're finishing up the last part of the zodiacal cycle of 2023 with Pisces, and we start a brand new zodiacal cycle with March. So maybe that's why Otila is asking us to separate from anything that is not in alignment and resonance with who we have now become. And so between now and the manifestation of that fire sign of Aries that is about doing and action and all of that, it's getting us to dream into reality and wander and imagine and visualize that new life of ours coming in. Because so many of us listen to our intuitions and we separated from all of those things that are no longer in alignment. Our retreat now is about visualizing those dreams. We are separating from all that we once settled for to now accept only that which is in alignment to who or whom we truly are now. And when this is deeply felt, this separation, how we can no longer go back to our outmoded life, when we've believed and actioned, then it brings in this rune, which is the rune of Rido. And it's the rune of journey. It's the rune of communication, union, and reunion. Now, this could be a reunion with yourself, with your divine eternal nature, as you let go of anything that is not divinely who you are now. The posse of angels is showing me streamers, and they're showing me balloons and champagne glasses, and sharing that this celebration, for some, this celebration will be presenting a union of our imaginative dreams with their physical manifestation, because many are aligned with the co-creative help of spirit. We no longer have to push for anything to happen as much as allow the journey to unfold for us. Feeling this sense of freedom and liberation, we are now aligned with our soul's journey, not only for the greatest good of ourselves, but the greatest good of all concerned. Now, the union that this rune speaks about points to the reunion with not only with our divine eternal nature and our soul's highest purpose, but with also our like-minded soul tribe who are going to support and we're going to connect with and collaborate our projects and our endeavors and our dreams to bring more light to different systems and structures of the world, but also being in complete alignment now on a new journey with the will of heaven. So when we look at these two runes, we have been going through radical severance from anything that no longer serves us, and this time of Pisces to wander, visualize, and imagine, and then it's going to bring about communication coming into us to open up a brand new journey with Rido. I love that when you take off this little bit here. Let me see. Sorry. When you take off this little bit here, it's the rune of joy. And that's where the journey is taking us now. When I went to my oracle cards, I went to El Key Oracle, which is in French, she who is the translation of that. But when I went to that oracle deck, the first card that came out was this one. And it's Zenith, she who prepares. And what are we doing now in these next 3 weeks of Pisces season is we are preparing by visualizing and dreaming, strategizing. It's so often the perfect time for us to visualize the next part of our journey, our new life to begin, because the world is in each one of us, and we create our own realities. No so-called authority outside of us has any sovereign hold on us as to what reality we can create. That's how powerful and sovereign and independent each one of us is. It's telling us, Zenith, this warrior, is telling us to lay plans for what we want, putting our ideas and our schemes and dreams down on paper. Speak it into existence. Thank the universe. Say, thank you for my new place where I'm living and I love it. And whether it's the mountains or the desert or the oceans or wherever it is for you, that is perfection for you. And when we write things down, it solidifies that with the universe. It's through this preparation that decisions will emerge, revealing steps onto that new path. This reading is all about opening up to that new path. Zenith, and just look at her. She looks like a warrior, but not through aggression. As all wars are not won on the battlefield, they are won in formulating a plan to follow and then accomplishing. The more we put our focus and our attention on strategizing the step-by-step plans that we will take towards those dreams, then we will be able to easily and gracefully execute our plans when those dreams manifest in our reality. Now, the posse of angels are singing that song from the musical South Pacific. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? So the universe can't dream for you. You are the engine and the fuel behind telling the universe what you want to bring into your life. So start today. The next card that came out, which I really wasn't surprised with, the next El Key card was She Who Begins. So once we've strategized, once we've visualized, and once we have dreamt and imagined it into reality, then it's she who begins to launch, to activate, and potential. Those are the words. Whatever dream that you have held close to your heart, now is the moment to begin and commit to that journey, to bring it forth. That posse of angels is sharing. It's time to not only spread your wings, but put a great big smile on your face and throw your arms open wide to welcome in the next big, and for many they are saying really, really big thing into your life. In this card, Primavera, which is spring, and that's where we are in the Northern Hemisphere, although you wouldn't think of it as we're coming into the end of February, as many places are experiencing record low temperatures, springtime is moving away. This girl in this card is moving away from the constriction of the vines. She's honoring her movement into a new fresh start. Just like all those butterflies have emerged from their time in the cocoon, it's truly time to rejoice in the potential and the possibilities of a brand new metamorphosis taking place. So know that whatever you're thinking, whatever words you use, whatever feelings in your heart are creating your reality. So you might as well think big. You might as well think grander than you ever possibly could imagine, because when the energies start that new cycle, that's what will be the match for it to come in. I love that. And when I went to my next cards, the Oracle of Mystical Moments, which are beautiful cards. This card came out, and it's called Night Ride, and it's 46, which is a 10. 4 and 6 is 10, which is a 1, which is about new beginnings. It's about leadership. It's about stepping up. And what can we see in this card? We see, words associated with this card are protector, big brother, and friendship. Oh, I love that card. Now, the elephant in this card is transporting a mother who protectively shelters her little child owl, under her wing. The elephant is riding through the black of night, but can see through the darkness as he's blowing stars ahead, and he is lighting up the path. They keep repeating, the new path, the new path. The elephant in this card is the help from Spirit, is God Source Creator, your angels, and Spirit is our great protectors, watching over us, guiding us, supporting us, showing us the way at all times, even in the darkest of times. All we need to do is to surrender and release our ego, our expectation and attachment to how we think things should turn out, in order for them to turn out in the most miraculous, serendipitous, and synchronistic possibilities we ever could imagine. This card is assuring us to feel safe and secure in the knowing that we are lovingly covered by Spirit's help at all time. And most of the time, all we need to do is just get out of our way and allow Spirit to show us what our path is expecting from us. And then we need to have the faith and trust to step forward into that. Let's go to our tarot cards and see what comes out for today. I am using my deck, my Angel Healing House Tarot deck, and yes, that's me, Angel Ariel on the back. Last I heard from our printer, these cards are set to come out in spring. So whether that's April or May, I will keep you posted, but lots of people have asked about when they can purchase these cards that were created with the angelic language and energy of light. They are infused, as all my things are, with my angelically driven Reiki energies coming from the angelic realm where I, Angel Ariel, am from. The my beautiful designs. And I worked with an amazing artist to breathe life into my designs for these cards. Okay, let's see what's going to come out. I hope everyone's well, and especially here in the northern hemisphere, as we're dealing with very, very record-breaking low temperatures. Okay, 1, 2, 3. First card coming out for us. There are more butterflies, more transformation, more metamorphosis. And as I said, with that card that we had, the elephant being God Source Creator and our spirits, there they are. There they are in the heavens in my card. That's Archangel Gabriel blowing the horn. Her horn, and God Source Creator, and helping us to step on a brand new path, coming out of that dark wood coming out of that darkness. And that darkness may not be darkness, but it have been uncertainty. It may have been stagnancy, a time of not quite knowing what the path is. But that clarion call is going out for a new phase of our life to begin. And now we're visualizing that new path that we're going to be stepping on. Look at all those butterflies, bringing in that transformation for us. Just beautiful. The next card that's coming out for us. Again, we see the new path to the castle. We see another butterfly. This is metamorphosis. This is a metamorphing into our new life. You see the hand of God giving out that wand and all the new growth of flowers which are blossoming. The aces are always about new beginnings. They're about new starts. And the wands are about our creativity. They're about our visions, our ideas. They're saying many of you out there have had an idea for a book or written a book. It's on your laptop, and you need to get that book out into the world, because the world is not the same without your contribution. So whatever endeavor, whatever creative project or thing like this, you need to really get it out in the world. And the more you can get it out in the world, then the more that you will attract and your soul tribe to connect with you and to also collaborate and bring forth other beautiful projects and endeavors of light to fill this planet with light. There's another one there. They keep saying the new journey, the new path that's unfolding for us. Look at that. We get the Fool card, which is about being back at square one again. But when I do teach tarot, that's another thing that I love doing, is I love teaching tarot, which I always teach on a one-to-one basis. I don't teach because I really make it personalized. The Fool card is about being back at square one, but we don't mind being back at square one, because in his satchel there, in his little pack on his back, he has all the wisdom that he has acquired from the lessons and the challenges and the struggles he's been through, and now he's taking them to step onto this new path. But now we are wise enough to smell that flower in our hand, take time out to have fun and to play. And also the dove in my card is that sign that Spirit will always show us where to put our foot on the next step. So there's nothing to worry about. There's no doubt, as we know that we are co-creating with Spirit. And of course, the faithful white dog there is our trust and our faith in ourselves as part of this divine plan. As we once again look at each one of these cards, each one has a new path, has a path of new journeying. I love that. Let's go here. Okay. They want us to know that we've got a 0, we've got a 1, and we've got another 1. Now, they want us to know that this new path is not happen chance for us. It is a path of our karmic destiny. Before you came into these physical lives, you wrote your soul contract, which, if you want to know more about soul contracts, I write about soul contracts in One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness. And in that soul contract, you said that you would go through certain struggles and challenges to learn very important lessons. It has brought you to this point so that you can be squeaky clean, you can have radical severance from anything that no longer serves and honors and respects you. And so now that you can karmically take advantage of that wheel turning in your favor. And just like the mouse, that appears in all of my major arcana cards. He is Gabriel the Mouse. He is very fortunate because he has found a popcorn box left over from this carnival where there's this Ferris wheel, and he is consuming lots of popcorn, and it's a lucky, fortunate time when we're going to be presented these new paths for us to step onto. Next card is the inheritance card. Now, I did mention inheritance when it came to Othela. Othela is the card of radical severance. It's the card of separating from something. And then once we separate from that, what comes in is the rewards of our inheritance. That could be the rewards of finding out a new location for us to move to, a new business offer. It could be a new opportunity to collaborate with a company or a group that you absolutely adore of like-minded people. This is the family, happy family card. We are going to inherit our soul family, who we are most in energetic alignment with. And look at that happy family. The 10 of Pentacles, some people say that is the most abundant card in the whole deck. Giddy, that's what the posse of angels are saying to me. Giddy and excited and happy children we will be if we allow ourselves to let go, to let that karmic destined fate play in our lives in order to bring us our highest inheritance. Three of Pentacles is about collaborating and connecting with others. It is about being recognized for your gifts and your talents and your abilities. 3 is the number of creation and miracles, and that's why we really have to get out of our own way now. Visualize and wonder and imagine that beautiful life of yours, and claim it as if you are already living it. And that's what you are doing. You're paving that new path of connectivity and collaboration to all that you wish. And that's how powerful and multidimensional and sovereign and independent you truly are. So, this is being rewarded and recognized for your talents, and those people out there coming in and wanting to work with you and wanting your expertise and wanting your ideas. Okay, so because and also it is about very grounded financial means and money and material, which are the Pentacles. Then the next card is we go from the 3 of Pentacles, which is people contacting us for those careers, those jobs, those opportunities, and we go to the 8 of Pentacles, which is really working hard at our craft, loving what we do, and also I call this the being remarkable card, because we are loving what we are doing and we are getting paid handsomely for it. Maybe working more hours than we ever thought possible, but when we do what we love, it's not working, and it's certainly not hard, because we have such joy when we are doing what we love doing and being recognized for it by others. A few more posse of angels, yes. Here we come, the Ace of Cups. We've got 2 aces. They're telling us new beginnings around there, the fish, around abundance, money. And they're also pointing to the lotus flower, and they're saying it has been a very long time for many people growing in the mud, growing in those challenges and struggles, and who hasn't been traumatized by the last 3 years of the tyrannical and the unconstitutional lockdowns and forcing us to do things unconstitutionally. And they're saying that now we are coming out of that mud and opening up like that lotus. And what is coming, that new path, is going to be filling us with absolutely so much joy. So much joy, and it's all divinely driven. That's the second dove we have in the cards coming out. Okay, one more. Not surprised we're finishing with strength. Strength, as I teach tarot, I often hark back to the original meanings of the cards. And strength was always, along with the Ace of Swords, known as the breakthrough card. The courage, the bravery, and the strength to not go to war and not be the aggressor and not be triggered and reactive, but to be gentle and loving and kind and benevolent. The bravery of the lion in my card is married with the gentleness and the love of the lamb, the frequency, to bring about the blossoming of this new light on planet Earth. And we are brave enough to step forth on that new path. Maybe that entails being you being seen as an authority in your field. Maybe it means that you will be given more responsibility. But if it's inherent and it's divinely meant to be that you are a leader, they want you to have the faith and the trust that if Spirit leads you to something, all you need to do is tap into your intuition and then say yes. If it feels wonderful for you, it may be a little bit scary, but they're saying that you have all the wherewithal, and that's why you're being presented with it. So they do want me to look under the deck. They said, oh gosh, I love it. Have a peek under the deck. We are now being given the world. The world is ours now. They're saying that the light has won on planet Earth. And we're seeing some crazy things like the manipulation of weather and pre-planned things. But all of this will come to naught because the light has already won on the planet. And as I said and read out in the channel today, each of us makes an enormous difference. And the only thing you need to do is hold the frequency of love and be the change that you wish to see in the world. They're handing us a laurel wreath and they're saying thank you. Thank you for all of your efforts because you've done an amazing job. So, if you want to contact me for any of my services, intuitive counseling, angel tarot card readings, past life healings, ancestral clearings, and also there's amazing transformative, recharging, re-energizing, rebalancing Reiki sessions, either here in my office or through distant healing online. All that information is on my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Everyone, go out and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. And I'd love for you to tune in to my weekly Angel Healing House Blog Talk radio show on every Thursday at 10 a.m., in which I take calls from all over the globe for those free mini angel readings. So I'm wishing you love and, as always, angel blessings. And I look forward to speaking with you again next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.